can you tell me what you guys came to the like final decision on how many fields are on my form? And
yeah, I'm laughing because it's something that we're always watching. We've had smart form technology to reduce the amount of fields. We've used predictive profiling. We've used visibility rules and Marketo to to ask different questions as people keep coming back to get more information. We've exposed all the fields. We kind of go back and forth, depending, I think, on the programs, on where the form might be showing up. If it's just a regular web page versus something that we're pushing money towards through digital ads or an event sign up. So it really, I kind of giggled there because it really isn't a one size fits all answer. It really depends on the functionality that you're using. We also we have the technology to be able to reduce the fields, but we also use data enrichment partners. So that also has freed up the ability for us to have those conversations and to do some testing to understand, do we need 2 fields? Do we need 8? Do we need 4? And know that we have the security that when somebody converts, that we do have a data partner that's going to enrich some of those fields that we may not be asking for. For us, we have some critical pieces of data that we need to route leads properly, mostly firmographic information. So, 7, 8 years ago, when we didn't have those tools in place, we're finding that, a good 30-40% of people are lying on the form, right? Or, in terms of what's going on in their organization. So it caused a lot of drag on the BDR team when they would get the data, and then they'd have to go and they'd basically be cleaning things. So with the smart form technology and some of the things that we're doing with our data enrichment partners, we've been able to get, more accurate lead routing. We get them the information faster that they need to process and work the data. But in terms of forums, it's always a conversation. It's always something that we're looking at from a data perspective to understand how to optimize those experiences.
Yeah, so I've got a brother in commercial real estate, and he sometimes calls me a widget salesman, and we talk about this for him because we study direct marketing and all the sign up to all the courses, and at the end of the day, your forms should be driven. The number of the information you request should be based on the value you're going to provide back to that customer. So there are certain channels and certain forums that you're going to ask for more information. I don't ever want spam to come through. I'm going to give out an enterprise free trial or something, but if you're Slack and all you need is an email, so be it. Let them do an email and send it off to a social provider and map up a personal ID and stuff, right? But I'm value for value. If it's just a webinar or something, gate it with an email. If it's something more substantial, put more form fields on it. But typically those aren't, like you said, any more demographics about a business. You can get those from a vendor. It's more specific to whatever your funnel or conversion requires. So.
Yeah, I think that's also a good point, right? I've been at organizations where the way that we've approached it is, using some of your cookie technology to say, if you fill out a form for a webinar, we're actually going to unlock all. So you'll bypass the form for the next 30 days on all the assets. So that, I think that helps. But I think, that's an important point too, is everybody's data has value. So if you're asking them to give something up, then you better be giving them the value if you're asking for that. And the other point I wanted to touch on is because it's important. I think a lot of people forget about the pull through. So it's, I post an asset, I put a form in front of it, I get the data, full stop. So it is, and it kind of dovetails with that ABM motion of, if you've got all these different plays, so what is the next play? So if you're getting somebody that comes in, that converts on the form, Are you sending a follow-up email that's triggered off that conversion? And then are you then passing it right away to the BDRs, or then are you sending it to the ad bridge in Marketo to make sure that now they're seeing some ads for different content? Or, like really how are people threading through to make sure that if you're asking for data, you're providing that valuable experience for people, and you're helping really establish that engagement and that relationship with them.